Top of the now to you. Big loves. I wanted to pop in and have a little personal share because I'm getting these beautiful messages over the last few weeks where people are sort of acknowledging that I am moving on, and in October 31st last year, my beloved mother and one of my best friends, same person, took her last breath. She stepped into the light. Not only that, it was a huge year of heartbreak, of me being in service, putting a lot of things on pause. There's a lot of wobble, there's a lot of initiation involved, and then as a grand finale, we had a ceremony where my mom deliberately stepped into the light, like we witnessed her last breath. And it was so brave, it was so raw, it was completely radical, and maybe not a normal way to experience someone's passing. And so now here I am, 2025, and finding my way. I'm watering the garden of many of things that I had turned my attention away from. And I wanted to turn up here because it's so beautiful to receive these messages, but what it does when people say to me wow, you still shine your light, how's that possible? This is the very thing that fuels me to want to share NOWism. Life is a dimension of contrast, right? People die. You lose your wallet. The house burns down. There's car accidents. There's tragedies. There's things that we want that we don't receive. There's all of this stuff that goes on. There's also heightened celebrations. There's beautiful, harmonious things. There's the grace of nature. There's the collision with amazing friends in the right place at the right time. There's so much magic afoot, right? And yet here we are in this dimension of contrast, sort of trying to surf the waves in the present moment to make the best of whatever happens in the content. Now, the thing that fires me up, and I mean the fire of passion, the thing that fires me up about NOWism and just being so passionate about sharing this message as far and wide as possible for whoever wants to listen, right, is that through a true devotional practice of up-leveling my response to life, that no matter what's going on, that I'm actually going to look for the gifts, and I'm gonna just be in the tone of expansion. One of the major epic byproducts of that is it changes your relationship to pain and to challenges. You see, one of the first pathways in NOWism with consciousness and training is that we train ourselves to wake up in a friendly universe. I have hundreds of videos on that, I'm sure. Waking up in a friendly universe where everything is working for me and nothing is against me, including that if things are getting a bit special, if they're getting challenging, if there's like real crisis or chaos in the room, that even then, that I'm living from a context that is saying that even this challenge, even this betrayal, even this heartbreak is actually designed to initiate me into growing. Now, when we actually learn, and it's a muscle, to actually train yourself to live from there, it's a game changer. Because you're trading in your victim mentality for the creator mentality. And this is where all of the juicy gloriousness of a true spiritual practice starts to kick in. There's a grace that is available at all times, but you got to get interested in it. And so through a training of consciousness, I can actually disengage from problematic thinking and start to really wire myself towards potential. Now, let's just talk about grief for a moment, right? Because that is a very real quality for me at the moment. I get washes of grief where my mum, who was one of my best friends, she took up a lot of beautiful space in my life. She was the person I shared a lot of stuff with. I spent text messages and photos. We'd go places, like we did a lot of travel. She was one of my major backup dancers in this life, in friendship as well as birth portal. You know, I get these washes sometimes of just the hardcore human flesh, the woman part of me just misses my mom, my best friend, and it washes over me in a way where my instrumentality needs to feel like I need to just I just need to lose my shit for a minute and actually howl for a while and feel the energy of this raw transition that I'm in. You know, I look at these photos of her. I have so many fabulous photos of her where I can literally hear her laughing when I look at the photo. And when I look at these photos, I have this recognition that I'm marching down the timeline now, and then that picture is sort of paused in the past. And I keep bringing that into the present moment, and there's a series of different feelings that wash over me. Now, I wouldn't change any of this at all, actually, including the cathartic moments where I'm moving emotion out of my body, because I wake up in a friendly universe that works for me and not against me. And even the death of my mother translates to me because of my practice, because of my way of being in the world. That translates as an initiation. And the gifts, oh, it's been endless. I've found power in vulnerability. I've found an authenticity that is absolutely necessary moving forwards. I have found a potent preciousness in the present moment, and I thought I already had that one down pat, but our stories are finite in this form, and so there's a remarkable honor system that's popped up in me. And I shouldn't even say it's popped up, because this is it's a reverential build. There's a crescendo in the symphony of my life right now, and it's changing me in the most radical and beautiful way. But it doesn't mean I don't miss my mom, and it doesn't mean that I don't sometimes feel the rawness of the missing, even though I'm pretty parked in the unity consciousness. You know, being this human being is quite a dance. Our instrumentalities are emotional, we're vibrational, we're raw and messy, and there's so much complexity to us, actually. But when you approach it from this context that the universe is friendly and that it's all designed to trigger me into evolving, it simplifies the marching orders, which is to honor the present moment, to teach yourself how to respond instead of react. When I feel the washes of emotions coming, I just say yes to it. And I don't fight it, and I just have it wherever I am. And so I wanted to share with you today, and that I hope that this is on some level helpful, that no spiritual practice or modality is ever going to save you from the shit moments. You're still going to have shit things happen, hard things happen, heartbreaking things take place in this dimension. But the potency of the opportunity to live this life is still calling out to you here and now. And the drama of this dimension actually makes it so rich. And so I would love to spill this energy that I have over from me to you, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you might be out there in the interweb, to allow yourself to be in a creative urgency to really live your life right now. May you allow the crisis that happened to me last year be a reminder service for you right now to really live, to really stretch, to show your gratitude, to live from an energy of the possibility. There's nothing else to do, man. Anyway, we talk about this stuff every Sunday in my NOWism JAM, and it's my great honor to continue my own deepening as a very good student of NOWism, and to continue to give these endless, inexhaustible reminder services to whoever wants to listen. Big loves, Richest Nows. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. See you out there.